Testing 1, 2, 3, and we are live. This is DJ April Showers, and I have my co-host Lady Alicia, and Spider Man is at work. Um, well, two things I wanted to discuss tonight, and one of them is Tasha K. Why do people watch Tasha K? Like, really? Like, why are you giving this woman a platform? She help people prosecute him, and now you're bringing all these people in, but you can't help him get any charges reduced. And then the second thing I want to know is, did anybody call Kim Fox about Father Michael Flager? Because you have to take a stance. If we are sitting here talking about what they don't do to the black man, but you're not making complaints about what they're not doing to a white priest. So, Lady Alicia, you could go ahead and give your opinion on that.
Well, I heard all of this buzz about Tasha K is now on, now believes R. Kelly is innocent. She's now bringing all of these people on her show and doing all of these interviews and, pointing fingers at people and, saying that they're scammers or what did she call it? I think she actually referred to Daryl Johnson as committing fraud. Like why?
Hey, Shalom, K. Judah.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand. Hey Judah, I don't understand. I understand why people watch her. I don't understand why Robert's supporters follow her. She spent the past 2.5 years bashing him, saying how guilty he
It
was,
is K. Judah. Yeah.
saying what a pedophile he was. Now, all of a sudden, she's flipped the script. And again, like I said, it's all about getting supporters, it's all about broadening your base because she had all of the followers that she was going to get with the content that she was bringing to the people. So she switched up the content in order to get more viewers. How you bash a man for 2.5 years and say that he's guilty and call him a serial pedophile? She didn't just call him a pedophile, she called him a serial pedophile on many occasions for 2.5 years. Now, all of a sudden, he's been set up. He may not be guilty. This was lying, that was lying. And because that's what his fans want to hear, they run behind her and they follow her and they eat this shit like cotton candy.
Well, what
I
I'm
don't.
having a problem with is uh, Daryl Johnson. Um, R. Kelly was already convicted once he came in. So
Not
exposing
convicted,
him
but
is
charged.
not
Not
helping
convicted.
his
He
case.
hasn't been convicted. He was
Bringing a
charged.
lady on that bailed him out of jail is not helping his case. I'm just trying to understand the mindset of people that listen to these people, follow these people, and nobody
Right,
can get his charges reduced.
right. And they rah,
Or,
rah, rah.
like
Tasha
I
K
said, I
said
made
this,
the
Tasha K
video.
said that. 6 months ago, you were hating Tasha K. 6 months
Yeah.
ago, you were calling her the biggest liar in the world. 6 months ago, you hated Tasha K. She was against Robert. She was a liar. She was all of that. Now, because she flipped the script, you know, she's the greatest thing since toilet paper.
Well, honey, no, she ain't the greatest thing. Yeah, she is about like toilet paper because somebody need to wipe some shit on her. Uh-huh. Yeah, because
You
that's
know,
about what
I
she
don't
is.
understand what um bringing the woman on. What's her name, Miss Love? What does that do for Robert's case?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, did even when she got him out of jail, just to show you how crazy people are, they threatened this woman's daycare with babies in it.
They did
All
that.
because she got him out of jail.
They did that. They sure did. They posted
So
her business.
what in the world are we live? What type of world are we living in when people can't respect the fact that if you support somebody, that was her friend. You guys call bomb threats and threaten babies at her daycare center.
They did all of that. They posted her daycare, you know, they told everyone where it was. They posted it on social media. They asked people to attack it. And here they are sitting here now in support of her, in support of the same woman whose business with other people's babies in her. Like, you people are truly sick. You're demented, you're twisted, you're freaking mentally ill, and you need to seek help immediately.
And they flip flop too much for me. Nobody can stay consistent. They can't stay consistent. Again, did anybody call Kim Fox to report Father Michael Fleger? If if you if you talk about the injustices of a black man, this is your chance to hold a white priest accountable that has 3 charges. So people need to put their money where their mouth is. But I hear people say, "Oh, I'm not gonna call because we'll be doing the same thing they did to R. Kelly." Man, miss me with that BS. If he has 3 charges, he needs to be investigated too.
He does. And this is the
So
part I
the
don't understand.
brainwashing continues. He is a priest. A priest has history. So Tasha K need to go find some people and fight for the injustices of black men. Yeah. Um. Hey, we got B Sparrow in the
I
background. You
saw
watched the
thee.
movie um Coming to America too. You want to come on the show and tell us how it was, B? Um, Lady Alicia, you know they remade Coming to America too.
I know they remade it. I haven't had a chance to look at it. I haven't seen it. I actually didn't even know that they had released it yet, but I do know that they remade it. Um, I've been seeing Arsenio Hall everywhere, you know, on TV and things like that. So I assume they were promoting the movie. I haven't seen it yet. I will watch
Okay,
it.
B Sparrow said she loved it, and K Judah said it was pretty good. That's
Oh, good.
awesome.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Now, what do you have to do now? Do you pay for these movies? How do you see them? This is because I don't know. Have
B.
they
Sparrow
opened
says
up the
she'll
movie
wait until
theaters?
we see it. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't looked for the movie to watch it. Um, I'm really not. I'm not a TV or movie watcher. I'm just not.
And you know I am. I love TV. But I'm thinking, shoot, I watched it free on my Fire Stick. Okay, that's what's up. That's what I'm gonna have to get is a Fire Stick.
Absolutely.
Okay. K Judah says, I believe Tasha K go too hard on people's personal life that can get her hurt. And yes, because the same thing with Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, she talks so much mess about all of these celebrities, and then look at what happened to her. Oh, did you guys also see where Wendy Williams told Dr. Oz she was not going to take the vaccination, and people had a fit about her saying she didn't trust the vaccination
I don't
on
know why
Dr.
people
Oz
had a
show?
fit. I didn't see that. I heard about it. I don't know why people had a fit. You know, I would think that people would use their common sense. This is a vaccination that they're telling us has to be stored at -7 degrees. They said as soon as it's unthawed, it starts to lose its potency. Well, you can't inject a -7 degree vaccination into anybody's body. You can't
Yeah.
inject 32 degrees freezing into anybody's body. So, knowing that, the question is if they're injecting you with this vaccine several hours after, they've already said it starts to diminish as soon as it starts to thaw out. Is this vaccination even effective? Is it even effective in the state that they have to administer it in?
B. Sparrow says she has pre existing conditions. She has overactive thyroids. But,
And they
um,
said people with thyroid problems should not take the
yeah.
vaccine. I was reading an article about that just the other day about COVID
And
and
so,
thyroid.
yeah. So, why the big shock? But the shock was when she said she don't trust it.
But why is that a shock? And why would you trust it? Why would you trust a vaccine that's been made in record time? Why would you
In
trust
record
it?
time, and we are the clinical trials. That's what I
Exactly.
tell people. I'm not the
Why would
clinical
you
trials
trust
for
it?
the vaccination, you know. In
You know,
God I
now,
trust, in the higher power.
listen,
B, it's a shock because uh, they're not used. They're not used to black people telling them that they don't trust something. Dr. Oz was shocked because he probably uh, is getting paid money by these drug
absolutely,
companies to get people to take the vaccine. You know,
absolutely, as they
yeah,
all are. Absolutely.
hmm yeah. And why are they targeting our community, the black people?
Well, because
And then,
allegedly, COVID affects our community at a much more higher rate than any other community. So they say. Now,
well,
I've known a
so
couple of
does so
people,
does diabetes and high blood pressure.
right, and they've done nothing about that either.
Yeah,
I look,
yeah.
I
Oh
I
yeah, B, they
applaud
shot.
Wendy. I applaud Wendy for speaking her truth. There are many of us who do not trust this vaccine, and there are many people who don't trust it and are afraid to say that they don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'm never going to trust it, and I'm not going to take it.
And another subject I wanted to talk about. Did you see on Nightline the other night where now they're trying to say that black people are attacking the Asian people? Asian people, Asian people, uh, I said no, they're crazy. Asian people always harass black people that come into their stores. No, what the Asian people are going through now is they don't have that black support because people not getting their nails and hands and buying hands done, and they're not buying their products. They don't woke up to these Asian people, and so now they want to market it like the black people are attacking the Asian market and stuff, the business owners and stuff. Yeah. And
B
I've got to
Sparrow
watch
says,
Vicky Dillard.
B Sparrow says, Lady Alicia, you have to see the United States versus Billie Holiday. See, the problem that I have with movies like that is that a lot of people who watch these movies were not alive or do not remember the actual time in which things like this happen. So, there is a spin that's put on these movies to attract viewers. I listen to all these 30 and 40-year-olds talk about Bill Cosby should be free. No, the hell he shouldn't, because Bill been raping white women since I was a kid. And I know that because I remember every damn story that they put on TV about him raping somebody. I remember those people's little white child who killed herself because he raped her. I was alive then. I remember those things. You all haven't lived long enough to remember any of that.
Yeah. Hey,
So
Phoenix Rising.
when someone makes a movie, it's really only a snapshot of what actually happened. But because that snapshot is all that a lot of people see, they take that as truth and fact in its entirety when it's not. So, I knew all about Billie Holiday and the FBI. I knew about that. A lot of people
Oh, the
didn't know it.
FBI was involved with Billie Holiday?
Absolutely. They targeted her. Absolutely.
Why?
Because she had a song that talked about how white people targeted, oppressed, and killed black people. And
Oh, she had a radical son then.
they didn't
Okay.
want they didn't want that song to get out among the masses because they didn't want black people to know what she was singing about.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? They were trying to suppress her message.
Uh,
See, you all don't know anything about that. I do.
oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, Margaret. Yeah,
I
strange
know.
fruit.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
Did
and you,
anybody watch the
yes, that
interview
was it, Miss
tonight?
Margaret. Strange Fruit was the name of the song. Absolutely. That was the name of the song. You all should listen to it. Look that song up. Listen to Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday. That was the song. That was the song that brought the government the goddamn United States government after a singer.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
that was
my.
the name of the song, Strange Fruit. But see, I knew all of that,
I'm learning
which is why
something new.
when I'm
Yeah.
having these debates, and a lot of people have an opinion, about my opinion. My opinions, a lot of them are based on facts of that time that you all didn't live in. So, of course, everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I listen to all, but you got to understand, you 30, 40 years old, you weren't here 50 years ago, 55 years ago. You weren't sitting in front of the television, in front of the news with your grandparents 50 years ago, watching all of this unfold, listening to the conversations in your homes about it, but I was.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, there are
And see,
some things.
I actually get upset when I watch those type of movies like Roots. Oh man. Root after that first night they showed Roots, girl, I had some issues with them people of other races.
I had
I
issues
mean,
too.
the first
My
night.
mother, listen, I would come home every day and everybody will be sitting around the TV watching Roots. I hated it. But I went to school, and I went to an all white school. I went to school every day and threw my goddamn books on the floor and made white girls pick them up and carry them. I did that. I just throw them on the damn floor and make them carry my damn books. So yeah,
Wow.
movies like that, I don't care to watch them. I just really don't, because again, it's simply a snapshot of what really went on in the world. My great grandmother was a slave. Her parents were slaves. She told us many accountings of her life as a slave. So when I see movies like that, I know that they're depicted to incite a response for viewership. I know that some of it is sensationalized and some of it is downplayed. And I know that from the accountings that my great grandmother sat around and told us, that my grandmother sat around and told us.
Yeah.
So I don't see how people who were not slaves can tell me a damn story better than people who were slaves.
Wow.
B. Sparrow says they went to her shows to make sure she didn't sing the song. Yes.
What?
Oh, yeah. Oh, girl, the FBI was all after Billie Holiday. Absolutely.
Was this part of when Hoover was the president?
It was. I believe it was, yes.
Well,
Andre
and
Day was
that
discovered.
that J. Edgar Hoover, he was something else then. He responsible for Malcolm. He was ruthless. Ruthless. And this stuff's still going on.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Andra Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's just like when it's like Christian rap. Christian rap never became extremely popular because the powers that be don't want it to be popular. They don't want people learning about Christ and God and the Bible and the right way to do things.
Yeah. Yeah. I can definitely agree with that. Yeah.
So they never allowed it to be popular like gangster rap.
Yeah.
There is
Mm-hmm.
suppression the same way that they suppressed that song of Billie Holiday's. There's suppression in music today. Always has been, always will be. It's
Don't
not the
stop,
Christian
B.
rap. Oh my
Yeah.
God, B. Okay. It's not that Christian rap wouldn't be popular. It absolutely would be popular. It's not that it wouldn't make money. It absolutely would make money. But what it would also do was raise morality and consciousness.
Yeah.
And that's not what they want.
Yeah.
They want you to continue rapping about bitches and hoes.
True.
Because that's the message that they want to send around the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I can believe that. Yeah. Because, like I said, you know, even with getting people to make a complaint about a white priest, you know, I don't know how many people called in, but I hope they did call in for a full investigation of this man, you know,
There
but
should
they won't.
be there should be
Yeah.
a criminal investigation. Why shouldn't there
Yeah.
be?
Right.
Criminal allegations
Yeah.
have been made. There should be
Yeah.
a criminal investigation. Why in the hell is Department of Children and Family Services investigating sexual allegations of two grown ass men?
And again, like I said, we talk about the injustices of black men and the injustices against R. Kelly. Well, this is the time to call these people on their mess, call them out on their mess. Now, you investigated him, investigate this priest. And then Tasha K interviewing all of these people, not gonna get no charges dropped. Yeah. My thoughts on Tiny and T.I. is they were grown adults. Um, from what I was hearing, they allegedly was supposed to have taken a pill before they even saw them. So if somebody flies you out to a town or wherever city they town, city, state, whatever wherever they were flown to meet T.I. and Tiny, and they were allegedly they had to take a pill first, then you're
Right.
stupid.
According according to this one young lady, she
Yeah.
says they contacted her on social media. I believe it was Instagram. They told her they wanted to fly her out. They flew her out. She shows up at this place. A guy greets her with a pill and says to her, you can't meet them unless you take this pill. She claims she takes the pill. They escort her into another room where T.I. and Tiny are allegedly naked. I saw a movie just like that. It was called Eyes Wide Shut. Okay? With Tom Cruise and his then wife, Nicole Kidman. I have a real problem with that account because, first of all, somebody contacts you from social media. People can say they are whomever they want to be on social media. You really don't know who anyone is on social media, but you go, you show up
Yeah.
at this house, you take a pill from a perfect stranger. You still have yet to see T.I. and Tiny. Who does that? Like, for real, who does that? Because this
Yeah,
is,
we want to update. B, you want to join the panel? But you know, K Judah, I like T.I. T.I., you know, he talked about his past. He was trying to come up, you know, still lead people the right way. Now, what these people do in their bedrooms with grown folks is their business to me.
and I agree with that. I
And
absolutely agree with
if
that.
you are
You know,
going to be with a superstar, all of this stuff, you agree with it. I think they don't get what they want. And then that way they come, they you know, the women come back after them. Hold on, B, let me send you the link. Hold on.
B. Sparrow says 11 women have hired a lawyer. He is asking for charges to be filed.
Yeah.
You know, and I agree. You know, if you are an adult and you choose to get on a plane, go and meet someone for the purposes of a sexual encounter or whatever it is, you're an adult. That was your choice. If you chose,
Especially if they were well aware of the intent. Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They were well aware of the intent. And that was they were going there to have sex.
Well, even if they weren't aware of the intent, they were aware once they got there. I'm showing up. You say, hey, girl, come on over. I show up to your apartment, and there's somebody standing there with a pill on a damn plate and say, hey, you can't come in here and see April until you drop this pill.
Yeah,
Now,
come on, K Judah now.
what
Now
do
who
you
gonna
think I'm
take a
gonna
pill?
say?
Who gonna take a pill? Now I mean people gotta use some common
Exactly.
sense too. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, I haven't seen April yet. I don't even know if this is April's apartment because I was
And you gonna
contacted
take a
on
pill?
Instagram. Here's a
Hey,
strange
hey, B
ass man.
Sparrow.
Hey ladies, how y'all doing?
Hey.
Hey, B,
Got me up at 12 o'clock midnight.
you ain't doing
Yeah,
nothing,
girl,
girl. Come
tell
on.
us the update on T.I. now. Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't been
It's
following it.
it's it's going down. So I did a show this morning. I was live 5 o'clock this morning, y'all. I'm stupid, but I did a show where
You're not stupid because you went live at 5 o'clock.
I know it's just
You should
anyway.
call us. We might be up. We'll come on
Right.
with you.
I'm definitely up. You definitely should
Lady
call
Alicia,
me.
I've been sending you text messages. I mean, not text messages, but tweets I sent you a tweet the other day. You have not responded yet. So
Let me tell you honestly, I do not have my phone. I'm in the hospital.
She's got a
I'm
substitute
sorry.
phone.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have my phone. I have a loaner phone because
Oh,
I
okay.
broke my phone a couple of weeks ago,
Okay.
and I have a loaner phone from the insurance company. So
Okay.
I don't have any of my social media. I don't have any of that yet.
Okay. Well, I hope you get better. I hope you hurry up and get back on your feet. And,
Girl, me
I see you
too,
still
because
kicking
I'm
it though.
coming.
But let me tell y'all what's going on with Ti and Tiny from what I know. Okay, it started out with Sabrina Peterson. She's the one that came out and said that Ti put a gun to her head. She was friends with them. But when she
Right.
came out and said that Ti put a gun to her head, other women started coming out talking about things that Ti and Tiny had done to them. This has been going on since 2014. Some of
Right.
the girls were underage. Some of the girls went willingly. Some of the girls went to have their demo listened to. But the thing about it is the drugs. They
Mm-hmm.
would always make the girls take Molly or ecstasy pill. And if they didn't take it, they would threaten them. You know,
Okay,
um,
wait. Threaten them with what though?
I don't know. I'm just going by what the news medias are saying. That not a
Okay.
lot is coming out, but I'm just telling you what's out
Okay.
so far. And so the girls don't know each other. They never talked, never collaborated, but all of their stories are they are saying the same things, some of the same things. Like they would
Mm-hmm.
say that Tiny was the aggressor. She would like to watch them. She would get jealous when he would have, relations with the other girls. Sometimes she would want to fight them or make them leave. She was the ones that picked the girls up, that approached the girls. It's a lot of stuff that's going down. One girl said, and I'm just quoting what she said, it was worse than what was going on with R. Kelly. Um, the lawyer, he sent letters to district attorneys and all the people that needed to get the letters. I think it's across two different states, one California and I can't remember the other state. But it's really serious. It's been going on since 2014.
But what's
Now,
serious when you made a choice, either okay, you go
for
there.
instance, for instance, let me give you an example, April, before you start. One girl said she and her friend went and he would not let them in unless they took ecstasy. This is an example of some of the girls knowing exactly what they going there for. To have
Exactly.
sex
And that's
with.
what I'm saying.
So
You show up.
yeah, they said that he would not let them in unless they took, I think it was a Molly or ecstasy pill. And what they did,
So
they
you
always
gonna
give,
take a
they, wait a minute, let
pill.
me finish. They gave them a
Let us
soda.
finish.
They gave them a soda to take the ecstasy pill. And instead of them taking it, they spit the pill inside the soda, but they still went and had sex with them. So that's an example I'm giving you to let you know that some of the girls knew what they were getting into.
Absolutely. So now, if someone tells you, because see, here's why I have a problem, and this is the investigator in me, guys. You show up, you don't really know if this is Ti and Tiny's house, but you show up, someone passes you a pill and says, you have to take this or you can't get in. Okay, what is it that he's threatening them with? He doesn't know them, they don't know him. What's the threat?
Well, some of them said that they were really afraid for their lives because of Ti's um, record and how he's known to go off on people and pull guns on people. So they said they were afraid of their lives. Some of them don't even want to show themselves. They don't even want to show their face. They don't want money. They just want those people to be um
But why?
held
And
accountable
Why
for
should
what they
I,
they?
did.
I have a hard time believing that, because if you didn't want anything, okay,
Mm-hmm.
if all you wanted was
Mm-hmm.
for them to be prosecuted, you'd be sitting your ass in a prosecutor's office.
Well, that's what's about to happen. That's what's going to happen.
You know, you wouldn't be on social media. You wouldn't, you wouldn't be on bloggers shows. You wouldn't be on YouTube. You take your ass down to a prosecutor's office
Mm-hmm.
and you say,
That's a
hey, this is what happened. Can we get these people prosecuted?
Now, so check this out. The girl Sabrina Peterson, the one that started this whole thing, that came out with it, she
It's
is the
enough,
one that
but go ahead.
exposed. She is say it again. I'm sorry.
She's a nut, but go
She
ahead.
is the one that exposed the instant messages, the GM, the IG, whatever you call it. And so now there's this other girl that's out that's saying she is friends with Sabrina. So now she is saying that Sabrina paid those girls to make those statements, and that she has receipts on Sabrina. She's telling Sabrina to stop lying. This is her friend now, that if she don't stop lying, she is going to provide receipts on her. So it's getting deep, y'all. It's getting
Well,
deep.
and then Sabrina, she's been harassing Ti and them for years.
For years.
Hmm.
Right. For years.
Hmm.
I mean, the
That's
woman,
what they
she's
say.
a deranged woman. But
But
Yeah,
guess
she's
what?
a
anytime,
nut.
But guess what? She's
so
filed defamation charges against Tiny and Tiny's friend Shakora, whatever. Shakina.
She filed what type of charges?
Defamation.
Yeah, okay.
It's crazy. She was in a relationship with him one time, I believe. She was in that, because when she came out and said that that Ti pulled a gun out on her, Tiny came out and posted pictures of her, I mean of Ti with her sons, calling him Uncle Tip.
Right.
So
Not
she
only
said
did
if
she say, not only
mm-hmm,
did she say he pulled a gun out on her, she
mm-hmm.
also claimed that he came to her home, he kidnapped her husband. She's a
Yeah,
nut. She's a
yeah.
nut. He
It's about to go
kidnapped
down,
her
y'all.
husband. Why in the hell
but
would T.I. want your husband?
Ti is known for going off and doing crazy things, though. It's been documented. It's all on video where
When
he.
has T.I. ever kidnapped somebody?
I don't know, but that's one of the charges now. That's what they saying, that he held some of the girls against their will. So that is one of the charges.
That he held
but
some of the
but but
girls.
you
Wait
but
a
you're
minute.
willing. Okay.
Wait.
That he and Tiny held some of
Wait
the
a
girls.
minute.
You
Let
know
me
they had to give
finish.
up they had to give up their cell phones also, when they walked in the door. So that's
Well,
one.
you know what? That's with most artists. When
Right,
you went to Paisley Park, you put your cell phones in a lockbox.
right.
You
Yes.
understand? That's with most artists. They don't want pictures. They don't recordings. That's
But
with
go ahead,
most
what you was gonna
artists.
say about the kidnap charges.
How the hell you hold somebody against their will that showed up to your house willingly?
He would drug them. When they came
And
to,
he
he
like,
would let
wait
them.
a minute. No, no, no. He didn't drug anybody. He didn't drug them. Somebody said you got to take this pill before you get in.
Right,
And they chose to take the pill or
right,
not take the pill. They could have said, hey, I'm not getting in, I'm out.
right.
Exactly. Because you don't know what kind of pill they could have killed you. So you gonna risk your life
You
to
know,
do this?
they could have
That's
been
crazy.
they could have been
That's
harvesting
ludicrous.
organs. They could have been harvesting organs They didn't know.
Right.
They could have
I
been
mean, you
killed.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They
I
could have
don't
gave you a
see.
pill and you could have woke up without a damn kidney. They had
See,
a choice. They had a choice. Take the pill or walk away. They all chose to take the pill or to pretend to take the pill and to do whatever was asked of them after the fact. But that taking of the phone, that sounds really bad to the public, but it's what most artists do. You
Oh
know,
my goodness!
you went to Paisley Park, your phone was inoperable when you walked in the door.
It sure is. And even when we go now, when we go visit Paisley Park, you
Absolutely.
have to lock
Your phone
your
is
cell phone.
inoperable when you walk in the door. And Prince has always done that.
so we'll see what's gonna happen. We will see. They are
Yeah,
investigating,
I
or
don't
they're
think
calling
it's
for
fair
at
to
least
them.
calling for an investigation. So we'll see
Yeah,
what happens.
but what I'm saying is, as far as I'm concerned, if they didn't give them the pill, then they
You
might
sound
be
really far away,
responsible.
April.
Yeah,
April,
April.
you
Huh?
sound really far away.
Okay, what about now?
Now you sound great.
Okay, I just don't see how they can be held responsible for people that willingly decided to go to those extremes to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair because if you willing to do this, you're crazy.
Yep.
To me, I think. Now, I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I think if a person is offered a pill, that'd be like me coming to visit you, being you say, I can't come in this house unless you drink this something first. I'm gonna be like, girl, I'll catch you later. Cause I ain't drinking nothing to
Right.
come in your
Right.
house to meet
Right.
you. Shit. Hell no. I
It's
mean,
a mess.
how crazy do that sound?
It's a
That
mess.
that just don't sound right to me.
It
It's a
doesn't
mess.
sound right to me either. Because whenever they showed up, they had the choice of taking the pill or refusing it.
Wow.
And those who chose to take it, that was their choice. He threatened them. What did he threaten them with? You either take this pill or you can't come in.
And
That's not a damn
a
threat.
lot of the girls, a lot of the girls say they were embarrassed to say anything, and just making saying all
Well,
kinds of
you should
reasons
have been
why.
embarrassed, you stupid idiot.
Oh,
And I
Yeah.
still wouldn't be
At least you
telling
had
nobody
sense enough to
that
be
that
embarrassed.
I
Right.
still wouldn't tell nobody. I would be embarrassed to get on public TV, national TV, Instagram, or any social media site and say me as a dummy took a pill to meet them, and I don't know if these people could have killed me or not. Girl, that's crazy. I just, oh my
one girl
goodness, I
said,
really feel for them if
one girl,
this really happened.
one girl even
It,
said that Ti and Tiny was worse than R. Kelly. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I'm just quoting what she said. Was worse than R. Kelly. I don't know what that means, but
wow,
silence, crickets. Right, wow.
wow.
Yep,
So
yep,
so
yeah, I
they're
don't,
saying somebody is worse than R. Kelly because you
yeah,
decide to go sleep with somebody willingly and take a
yeah.
damn
Right.
pill.
You got on a plane. You went to a stranger's home. You don't even know where you're going or who you're meeting. You're going
And
off
you
of
know what?
someone's saying on social media. Do you know how many people lie on social media? Do you
Mm,
know how many people on Twitter have told me they were R. Kelly?
mm.
Do you know how many people that contacted me and said R. Kelly told them that they were getting married and moving to Africa?
This is what I'm
Mm.
saying. Girl,
Jeez.
what? You Africa must not have an extradition treaty with the United States because all them women
Mm.
say he
Jeez.
gonna marry them and move to Africa. I'm his only woman. How you his only woman and he live with two women? Like,
I really think social media has really harmed the world. Um, I think social media has hurt the world. I think it's hard for people to know when somebody is telling the truth. I think to me, I think about 70% of the people that are on social media sites have mental illnesses. Um, I don't think a lot of them are working with the full deck. And then on social media, you can become anybody you want to be.
Hey, you said it best. You said it best. You said social media got people thinking they gangsters.
Yeah. hmm Yeah. Yeah. Social media has really hurt us. It really has. Yep.
That's
And
why I
one
try to stay
person.
off it as much as possible.
Now, B, are off. Did they try to pay any of the girls off?
Yes. Well, um, the girl's lawyer, I can't even think of his name right now. Blackburn, something Blackburn, I think. He came out just today or yesterday and said that T.I.'s lawyer contacted him and offered a settlement. But T.I.'s lawyer came out today and said that that was not true. So it's a mess, girl, I tell you.
Wow.
Yep.
Lady of Leisure.
okay, I hear you now. I don't know what happened. The
Oh,
sound just went out.
okay.
Who did they try to pay off, B?
The girls.
Mm. They got proof of that.
Well, that's what the lawyer said. So apparently, I don't know if he's stupid enough to come out and say that without evidence. So I don't know. The lawyer said the girls' lawyers said that T.I.'s lawyers offered offered a settlement. T.I.'s lawyer came back today and said that was not true. That they was only asking for um, proof from the girls, evidence from the girls, and the girls' lawyers refuse to give them that.
Oh,
What I didn't understand was in his statement he said, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, he said if T.I. and Tiny admit to what they are doing, then we could talk about a settlement. But if they admit to what they doing, is that I don't know if is that proper standard to get a settlement after someone admit to what they doing? And is they gonna walk after they admit to what they did?
well, you know what? It depends. If all these chicks want our money, then yeah, because that's what's in the settlement agreement. I'm gonna give you X amount of dollars, and
Mm-hmm.
you agree, you know, not to prosecute or not to go to the public or whatever the
Right,
case may be, and
right,
I will admit no guilt.
right. Well, the girls turned it down and said they don't want money. They just want to see T.I. and Tiny prosecuted. Y'all heard the co-host from the other room?
Yes,
What
what he
our
say?
co-host say? What he say?
I don't know, girl. I don't know. So
What our co-host
he
say?
said that's a plea bargain out of court.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
they was to take the deal.
yeah, but it's too late for that now because y'all done already told the world.
Well, no, it's not too late. It's
Yeah.
definitely
But I
not too
mean,
late. If her attorneys, if those ladies' attorneys want to negotiate a settlement, they can do that.
It's a mess,
wow.
y'all. It's a mess. And I don't know if this is important, but I'm going to mention it anyway. The lawyer that's defending the girls, he's black. And if I'm not mistaken, I think T.I. and Tiny's lawyer is white. I don't know. I just felt like throwing that out there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
about
they
to
the
go down.
girls got a black lawyer. Um, I guess it's good they don't have Gloria Allred because she's always on
True.
all of the high celebrity cases.
True.
Um, so, but I don't. I'm just trying to think what kind of proof would they have? Yeah, they could have said they flew them out there, but
And then
do they have any video recordings of
something
anything?
about something about statutes of limitations was spoken of too, because I think a couple of the girls were from California, so they couldn't do too much. So that came up too. So I don't know what kind of evidence they have, or what how it's going to play out. I don't even know if right now, like I said, where we at now is that the lawyer sent a letter to prosecutors. So that's where
And
we are
they
now.
have canceled. They've canceled
Yes,
all
TI's.
of their productions.
Yes, yes, cancel them.
So there again, we so quick to cancel people when
And
they've been
so
accused.
think about this though. Nelly has been named. They said that I I don't want to get this wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, they made one of the girls or have sex with Nelly. He has been named. Dang, I was gonna say something else, but it skipped my mind. It'll come back to me. But it's a mess, y'all. It's a mess.
Well, I'm like what Phoenix Rising said. Tiny, Ti and Tiny are swingers,
Yeah,
and drugs are a part of that particular scene.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know if you guys heard of Azalea Banks or Iggy Azalea.
Yeah,
Okay, Iggy Azalea is an Australian rapper that Ti discovered. Azalea Banks
right.
is a rapper whom Ti threatened once on social media because of some of the things that she said about Tiny. When Ti threatened Azalea Banks, and y'all have to excuse me because their names are so crazy. Um, she took to Twitter. She took to Twitter and said that Ti. This was back in 2014, 2012, 2013, back then. Ti and Tiny probably drugged and raped Iggy Azalea too. Now this she tweeted back in 2012, 2013. And when she said that, Ti threatened to push her down the stairs and kill her, or something to that effect. So, like I said, it's like a domino effect. It's starting to affect a lot of other people, and God knows who else is going to be mentioned, who else is going to come up, because in one of the instant messages, the girl mentioned another rapper, but the name was, blanked out. So it could have been Nelly, but I'm waiting to see what other names are going to come up in this. I'm nosy. I can't wait. I got my popcorns. I'm ready.
Girl, ain't that the truth? But then again, like I say, if they were invited and they made a choice, I don't see where they did anything wrong when you had a choice to participate or not participate.
Hold on, y'all. I got to disconnect my phone. It's making this crazy. Oh, it's sorry. Oh,
Lady Alicia, what are your thoughts?
Which part?
I say I don't think they should be charged with anything if the girls had a choice.
Listen, I think all charges should be investigated. I do. All charges should be investigated. If the investigation turns up nothing, then it turns up nothing. If it turns up something, then, you know.
Because a few girls said that, they didn't understand why the drugs, because they were going there to swing with them. So why would T.I. and Tiny drug them? In that case, it appears that they drugged them or put the drugs in a soda and handed them the soda to drink or something to that effect. T.I. came out and said everything was consensual. But even then, I thought that he should have shut his mouth. Shortly after these charges came against him, he made a video, and I thought that he probably should not have said anything because it made him look even more guilty. Made him look guilty. Let me put it that way.
But I don't see where it makes them look guilty. If a
You have to see the
person,
video. You have to see the video to understand what I'm talking about.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it just made him to me look guilty. Even if I'm not saying that he did it. I'm not saying that he didn't, but I just probably would have not done a video like that. And then even their friend Shekinah came out when Sabrina came out with her video. Shekinah came out and said, um, Sabrina, you was right there with them, having sex, doing this and that. But now you talking about this and that. But then later on, she came and said she wasn't saying that the girl was there literally. And I'm like, she changed her story. So apparently Sabrina was swinging with them in the beginning. It said that she got jealous and mad because they, she's seeing them in movies. She's seeing T.I. in all these movies, which, by the way, the movie production, Marvel, dropped him. He will no longer be in any Ant-Man movies or any Wasp Man. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Ant-Man. It's a Marvel superhero movie that T.I. started in. He started in both of them, and he started in Wasp. They cut him from that. So it said that when Sabrina saw T.I. and Tiny, they have their show on MTV, they start making money, she became jealous, and that's why she came out with T.I. put a gun to her head. And that started the domino effect.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Wow.
that Sabrina lady, she's been known as the crazy friend that was mad. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Lord have mercy. Ooh, I thank you. Man, I would want to be rich, but I wouldn't want to be famous. And
Yeah.
I'm glad I never had no desire to be part of no swinging club and drugging club and
Yeah.
all of that kind of lifestyle. Wow. but I'm not gonna do anything to meet a celebrity. And I'm not doing. I wish somebody would tell me I got to take a pill or drink something or anything to meet somebody.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
can't get down with that. I can't. I just can't. I can't get down with that. Yeah.
And so,
I
ladies,
think
that's
if
my
they
update, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and hop back into the chat room, and or maybe
okay.
you
Thank
know,
you, B. Thank you so
y'all
Thank
much.
you, B, so
so
much.
welcome. Y'all have a great show. I'm
So
still
yeah,
listening.
let us know when you want us on the panel. We up
Absolutely,
all night. Uh-huh.
absolutely. All right, I love
Yeah.
y'all. Talk to y'all later.
Love
I
you
love
too.
you
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's really
wow.
crazy. But yeah, I think all allegations should be investigated, you know. If they find things in the investigation that warrants charges, then you know, what can you do?
Wow. Yeah. Well, I tell you what. I hope
What's
this is
that?
a learning lesson for all of these movie stars, rap artists, R&B artists that you probably need to straighten up your lives and you better try to find you a wife or a woman that can meet all of your sexual desires because it seems to me women get mad when they can't have their way and they coming for you. And since we in the era of the Me Too, which is a feminist terrorist group, they need to be very careful now because a scorned woman will bring you down faster than anybody. So I hope they all wake up. Um, but I don't know. I guess if that's what they do. That's what they do. Your thoughts, V or Lady of Leisure?
Nope. I like I
Nothing to
said, I
say.
nope. I just find it. I just think that allegations should be investigated. If the investigation finds proof of criminal activity, people should be charged. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. I wonder why Tasha K is she on this TI thing? Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she has done some reporting about it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she need to go interview them alleged victims and everything, or do something else instead of bringing on these people that's not gonna help R. Kelly get any of his charges dismissed. Cause the woman bailing him out of jail can't save him. Talking about Daryl Johnson when the charges had already been filed ain't gonna help him. So yeah, right. So
I just wish that R. Kelly's supporters would look at his case and not at the bloggers from the information from bloggers and YouTube videos and old messages. Look at his case. That's all you have to
yeah.
do.
Hmm. Well, what they say, sex, drugs, and rock and roll and seem like sex and drugs bringing them down. Uh, and then if the people, if you were drugged, how do you even know that you was drugged? If you took these pills, um, yeah, I don't know. All I know is I ain't taking nothing to meet nobody. Shoot, even if they ain't nobody in the world that important for me to meet. Well, I got to take a pill to meet them. Yeah, mm-mm. Nobody, nobody.
I
Yeah,
agree. I'm not going nowhere. I ain't showing up at nobody's door. I ain't taking a pill. I'm not the one. Nope.
I wonder. I wonder did they offer them the red pill or the blue pill? Shut up, darling. That's the scene from the
Right.
Matrix, wasn't it? A blue pill or a red pill? Like, really? Yeah. Uh-oh, you said it right, Miss Margaret.
What Miss
Women want
Margaret said?
crazy sex, not just the men. Yeah, there's some freakazoids out there. Yeah, they like all kind of weird stuff. Yeah, yeah, these people really, they really on to something. Hello? Hello? Lady Alicia, are you still there? I don't, well, all right. I don't know what has happened. Okay, looks like Lady, okay, there she goes.
There, it keeps, girl, my phone keeps going in and out. Miss
I'll be
Margaret
glad
says,
when you get a new phone. But Miss Margaret is so right. You got some freakazoids out here. Uh-huh.
oh no, she didn't
Yeah.
say freakazoids.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Margaret, you're very right. You are definitely right. B says a lot of these women said their vagina and anal was in pain or bloody the next day.
Well, then that's when you should have went to the hospital.
Well, you know, here's the thing. That's when, right, you know,
That's when you call the police, and that's when you go to the hospital.
but they stayed for 3 days.
Yeah. But you stay, but you don't want anything from this, but you want them to be prosecuted, but you didn't go to the police. Oh my goodness. Yeah. As I say, social media attacks crazy people, mental illness people. Somebody that told them they can get some money now. Yeah. I wonder if I should go say I flew out to meet them. Would they believe me? I mean, yeah, yeah. Oh, T.I. got has some STDs. Wow. Wait a minute. Miss Margaret, I love you. You said you ever heard of hurting so good? Woo! Yeah. Yeah. So, wow, this is very interesting. we're gonna have to start following this case. This is interesting. Mm. And a lot of people, they're swingers. They got a lot of swingers clubs that's out there now. Oh, oh, that Ti gave some STDs. So why would they even have an unprotected sex? Who has unprotected sex nowadays with a stranger? Wow, this is crazy. Yes, who has unprotected sex? Wow. Mm, mm, mm. Lord have mercy. Mm, mm, mm. Well, well, 2014. That go back 7 years. That's not so bad because they going back 30 on Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka R. Kelly, because there is no statute of limitations in Illinois. They changed the law to get the priest and him. So, and when these people decide they want you, they coming for you. Yeah. Yeah, they wasn't gonna let Ti get too popular. Yeah, and these people been having these orgies and group sex and everything for so long. Yeah, mm. Some of the girls are in therapy. Did they start therapy before this happened, or this is something the lawyer done told them? They should get their ass beat for going somewhere to meet a stranger and taking a pill to meet a total stranger. Shit, dang it. Mm. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Hold on, can you hear me now? Mhm. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened right there. I'm actually working from my phone. Yeah. Well, B, did you want to jump back on the panel and talk about anything else since we up? I don't know where Lady Alicia went, or else I can just end the show. I'ma be I'ma be thinking about okay. I'ma be um thinking, I guess what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to start preaching to the young girls. You know, uh, these superstars, they're regular people with regular issues, and they do everything and don't never, don't think you got to do all of this stuff to be with them. I mean, some kind of way we gonna have to get people to change they train of thoughts, but I guess you're gonna always have gold digging women or people that's gonna do anything to meet celebrities. But there is no way I would ever take a pill to meet anybody. Yeah. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show. Um, and we'll be back on as something comes up. Talk to y'all later. Peace out. DJ April Showers. Don't forget, if you don't believe in an injustice of a black man and you want to see um, the white man get treated the same, you have to make your voices be heard. Yeah, yeah. Miss Margaret said, I told my son that I would never accept a rap from a stranger. He said, what if it was R. Kelly? Being honest, I said, well, I would have to think on that one. Yeah. Yeah, and you would have to think, because if you didn't know it was him, because there's a whole lot of men that could pass for him. Yeah, yeah. I think we just have to be so aware of the people who we come in contact with now. Um, I think people just they need to stay off social media, meeting people on social media, believing everything they tell you. But like as long as mental illness is around, we are gonna always have these problems. So yeah. So peace out, everybody. Good night. May you sleep with the angels.